Australia is now arguably in the midst of a scandal, which has kept Prime Minister Morrison busy. The scandal of Australian soldiers killing 39 Afghan civilians and prisoners of war, including two 14-year-old children, by throat-slitting and other brutal methods during the war in Afghanistan came to light last year. The revelation has sparked international concern. On November 19, 2020, the Australia's General Angus Campbell speaks out in acknowledgement of credible information, confirming the unlawful killing of 39 people while special forces were on station. So are there more that have not been confirmed or covered up? Frontline veterans say it's much more than that. Then several media outlets unearthed more military scandals, and Morrison had to cool down on this, admitting to some less perverse crimes to cover up bigger ones. However, more scandals were made public, including the shooting of disabled Afghans and drinking with prosthetic limbs, soldiers having sex with female celebrities who traveled to Afghanistan to provide comfort, two soldiers being accused of providing drugs to underage girls and raping them, and more. At least 10 people have committed suicide after the scandal of Australian soldiers brutally killing Afghan civilians came to light. Some Australian media have reported that at least 500 Australian troops have committed suicide during their cooperation with the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan, yet only 40 or so have died as a result of the war. Prime Minister Morrison publicly stated on April 15, 2021 that Australian troops in Afghanistan would be withdrawn in September. Morrison called Australia's losses enormous and choked up at one point during his speech, feeling sorry for the fallen soldiers.
We think of their families, their friends, the life they would have lived.
But when asked by a reporter about the brutal killing of Afghan civilians by Australian soldiers in 2020, the Prime Minister said,
"There'll be time to talk about those things. Today is not that time."
The Australian military scandal has yet to be reasonably resolved, and Morrison is racking her brains to push the blame. In February, however, a woman who used to work for the Australian Department of Defence publicly accused herself of being assaulted by a male colleague in Defence Minister Linda's office in March 2019. Multiple women have since made the same allegations against the same person. Morrison couldn't weasel out of it. The Australian Parliament is embroiled in a huge scandal, and the Morrison government's credibility has been damaged.